The Bible contains numerous references to Israel, its people, and their historical significance. It presents Israel as a land chosen by God with a covenant that shapes its destiny. While the Bible does not explicitly claim that no country can defeat Israel, it does highlight a divine protection over the nation, dependent on its faithfulness to God's commands. Here's a general overview of Israel's significance in biblical context, explained without direct verses, and adapted to a contemporary understanding. Chosen people and land. According to biblical narratives, Israel was selected by God as a special nation to fulfill his divine purposes. This chosenness gave Israel a unique relationship with God, promising blessings when they followed his commandments. The land of Israel is described as a divine inheritance, promised to the descendants of Abraham. This spiritual foundation contributes to the belief that Israel has a special destiny among the nations. Covenant with God. Central to Israel's significance is the covenant between God and the people of Israel. The covenant represents a binding agreement where God promises to protect and bless Israel as long as they remain faithful. This divine pact is often cited in the Bible to explain why Israel enjoys a unique level of protection and why it has survived numerous threats and hardships throughout history. Divine protection. Many stories in the Bible recount times when Israel faced seemingly insurmountable odds but survived due to divine intervention. This narrative fosters the idea that Israel enjoys a supernatural level of protection. While not invincible, biblical stories imply that when Israel remains faithful, God defends it from its enemies. History of survival. Historically, Israel has faced numerous invasions and conquests, but has managed to endure as a people and nation. From ancient conflicts with neighboring empires to modern challenges, the nation's continued existence is seen by some as a testament to its biblical heritage. This long-standing survival has contributed to the perception that Israel cannot be easily defeated. Faithfulness and consequences. However, the Bible also warns that Israel's protection is conditional on their faithfulness to God. In moments of disobedience, the Bible recounts instances of Israel being conquered, exiled, or experiencing hardship. These accounts remind readers that divine favor is not automatic, but tied to the nation's spiritual state. Prophetic role. Israel also holds a prophetic role in the Bible, with many prophecies involving the future of the nation. Some interpretations suggest that Israel's survival and prominence are part of a divine plan that unfolds over time. This prophetic role feeds into the idea that Israel cannot be permanently destroyed, as it has a unique purpose in world history. Enemies of Israel. Throughout the Bible, Israel is surrounded by enemies who seek to destroy it. However, time and again, these enemies fail. These stories symbolize not only the physical survival of the nation, but also the survival of its spiritual and cultural identity. This theme of overcoming enemies has been adopted into modern political and cultural views about Israel. Symbol of faith. For many believers, Israel is not just a geographic location, but a symbol of faith and perseverance. Its struggles and victories are seen as reflections of a greater spiritual truth about God's faithfulness to those who trust in him. This theme of overcoming enemies has been adopted into modern political and cultural views about Israel. Symbol of faith. For many believers, Israel is not just a geographic location, but a symbol of faith and perseverance. Its struggles and victories are seen as reflections of a greater spiritual truth about God's faithfulness to those who trust in him. This symbolism reinforces the idea that Israel's survival is not just about political or military might, but a testament to divine purpose. Modern relevance. In contemporary times, Israel's continued existence and success in the face of adversity are sometimes viewed through a biblical lens. While modern geopolitics and military strategy play significant roles in Israel's security, many see its resilience as a continuation of the biblical theme of divine protection and purpose. Moral lessons. Ultimately, the Bible's depiction of Israel offers moral lessons about faith, obedience, and perseverance. It teaches that while no nation is invincible, those who align themselves with God's will can find strength beyond their own capabilities. This concept continues to influence how some people view Israel's place in the world today. What do you think about Israel? Comment below.